Spiel! Welcome to Games Bunker.
The Spiel Canal, yet another gaming channel with no budget for animation or even a catchy tune.
Yeah, we are in shot.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and we have Necromunda. Okay, so
we're going to talk about what we're going to be doing. Well, the video that I've already published.
Yes. Yeah.
And what the hell is about.
Yeah, and what we're going to do going forward.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
At least one more video.
Yes.
Maybe two.
Guarantee at least one.
I wouldn't push it. To a guarantee.
Okay, probably.
We're going to really try and do one more.
Yeah. Okay, so we are. We're just as we get the studio ready. Mm-hmm. We're just doing the 2-player Hive Secundus campaign.
Yes.
Which is one person is the incursion gang, which is Jim. You're the incursion gang.
I'm Jim.
Here's some incursion gangers.
Yeah, I've got a primer on them, as you can see. They look really good from this distance.
Yeah, they're very shiny. Yep, very detailed. Close up. From a distance, less detailed.
Yeah. You might not even be able to see them actually in shot. But
I'll zoom in. So you can see it's not just some blur on the camera. Hopefully the lens is clean. And then
might not be.
That's all right, because then it means on the next video we've improved.
Yeah, comment below if you think we're filthy. I mean, our lens.
So I've got the Malstrain gang, and this is who I'm playing as. And as the Malstrain gang is the arbiter of the campaign, and it's very much for the intruders. The incursion gang, they get to progress and improve.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better and loot and get deeper.
Yeah, so it's a very short campaign. It's sort of 2 games break, 2 games break, 2 games. That's the way that they lay it out in the book. Obviously, you can change that around. This is the book. Hopefully, you can see it in the shot.
So yeah, this is from it's almost like the new starter set for Necromunda, isn't it? So it's designed for 2 people to be able to play through in maybe a weekend or something.
Yeah, you could do it in a weekend, or you could just do it over like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah. You want to, depending on what your commitment level is,
or how quickly you lose.
Personally, I think it is a massive improvement on the Hive War box set that came out, the one which was Escher and Dilac.
Yeah.
Which was okay for the models you got, but the rule book, which was custom rules, I felt it was selling you short really, because you were learning how to play it with different gang rules than if you actually played normally.
Yes. So
the equipment was different, the costs were different. The board was not great. I think the problem was coming down from the Underhive boards, the actual cardboard boards, not the plastic tiles. I can understand why GW charge those separately, but going from the cardboard tiles to the paper plate sheet, was a massive letdown, really. The Hive Secundus has 2 fold-up sheets. They're not too bad. They actually have some play into the campaign with collapse sections and things, but we're going to play it on tiles.
Yes, because we don't have any collapsed tiles.
No, we don't need them. But what we also have, which if I just come out of shot a second, is it's magic. In the Hive Secundus campaign, you're trying to capture data crystals. They are printed on the mats, but you can also buy them
and then not paint them.
Well, why would they? It's gloomy. It's gloomy in the Underhive. You couldn't even see the wonderful colour scheme.
It's standard STC plastic, isn't it?
Yeah, precisely. So if we're using the tiles, it looks better with those, and we can give a little bit more customization and some more dimensions to the maps than if you're using the tiles.
Because we've now got 10 different tile layouts, and then obviously you can add stuff to them.
Tons of terrain.
And we've got more terrain that we haven't even put on tiles yet. And we've been fixing these to the actual tiles, gluing them down to make it a bit more user-friendly for the community here. So it does mean we're a little bit restricted in that you can't play around with the layouts, but when you start getting multiple levels and stuff, if you don't glue it, it's just going to fall apart. So.
Well, yeah, but I mean also, like, we've got a few, but there's still plenty of blank tiles.
Yes. There's a stack out of shot. There's probably about 20 there.
Yeah. But even if you just have sort of like 6 that are just blank that you can customize, then that's
enough.
That's ample. As long as you've got, as long as you've got enough where you can just have it as just walls.
Yeah.
So just like the sort of, I can't remember what it's called. Obviously, it's
Zone Mortalis.
Zone Mortalis, yeah. If you
Single level,
single level Zone Mortalis.
Yeah. So we've got enough that, like, because I think in the first game we played, we were using this piece, and when I watched the video, I did notice there was a spot where you couldn't really see what was going on from a viewer. So
especially with a single camera setup.
Yeah. So maybe we're looking at more cameras in the long run and things, but short term, maybe just make sure we set the board up so that you don't have a piece like that that's blocking line of sight to the half the table. You know, well, it's hard enough seeing where everyone is anyway.
Well, we didn't really play with that section. You couldn't do anything with it. So.
No. Well, you walked a guy up it, and then he died. Yeah.
I actually noticed when I was editing the video that I had someone that you put in that top corner as reinforcements, and I didn't play them the rest of the game.
Really?
It's out there.
You forgot about them. Yes. I'll remember that next time. Sean's blind spot.
So there's plenty of them. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just quickly go over what the rules are for the campaign.
Yeah.
Which, as I say, pick up the Hive Secundus box set and you get all of these rules. The Book of Desolation is a great book. I'll go cover that in more detail in the future. And I believe you sell it as well.
Yes, as a Games Workshop stockist, we do sell it.
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
And we've got some in stock. So if you haven't been able to get hold of one and you want us to keep making videos, please buy some.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea.
If you want to buy all of them, it's fine. We don't mind. Because we'll just get more in.
Yeah. If you want to have sort of 40 or 50 Maelstrom, Gene Stealer, Brood
and
gang.
enough of the mats to cover an entire big board.
Yeah, you could do it Hive size, life size Hive.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, the rules. We've covered how many games it is, or it's like the first cycle is first level, and then it's descent, then it's your break, and then it's second level descent, third level, and then the Brood Throne. Brood Throne is the last scenario. Boss fight at the end. The incursion get 1,250 credits. They have one Spira. And I'll keep saying it, calling it a Spira instead, but it's a Spyro. It's Spyro.
The dragon.
Spyro the dragon, which is this gentleman over here.
He's an Aurus one.
Yes. Yeah. He has to be your gang leader, and if he dies, like dead, then you automatically lose the campaign.
Yeah. So that's not dies in game. That's when you roll on the injury chart afterwards.
Yeah. Or if I take him prisoner and you don't rescue him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'd bother.
He's just right off.
Yeah,
he's only
7.
So you get 1,250. You have to have that. The Maelstrom don't have a gang roster.
No.
They Brood Scum, Tyramites, and the Gene Stealers are worth Maelstrom points. And in the scenario, it will say how many points I can spend. And then and I can only have, and there's rules on how many Gene Stealers I can have. So in the first 2 games, the level 1 and descent, I can only have 1. The second level and descent, I can have 3. In the third level, I can have 4, and in the Brood Throne, I can have unlimited.
So 4.
Well, I've got 8 now. You gave me more.
Yeah, but I didn't give you those extra models so that you could use them against me.
But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy the rest of the sets.
Yes.
Have 20.
Yeah, we might not have any in stock. Yeah. Sorry.
So the Tyramites and the Brood Scum are 1 Maelstrom point each, and the GCs are 3.
Yeah.
And I think in the scenario we played, I had 10 points to work with.
Yeah.
Now to create the Horde effect, all of the Brood Scum, if they go out of action, they go back into my reinforcements pool for that scenario. So I can just keep bringing, and every turn I'll get to bring more reinforcements on.
They get basically the models get respawn.
Yeah. Because they're not worth credits, they're just worth 1 Maelstrom point. You get you get to spend, you get the model, the ganger, and 40 credits you can spend on equipment, which pretty much either gives you a small gun and some armor or a big gun.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what you're going to get. My guys don't gain any experience. They just they die, they come back, and that's it. You continue to descend, and as you descend, you gain experience. Can you remember the rules for your experience?
Yeah, I remember experience, yeah.
but for the gang, this campaign-based experience.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bit different. I can't remember the numbers perfectly, but essentially the Spyro,
Yep.
doesn't get XP in the same way that that normal guys do.
No.
He gets kill. He basically counts his kill tally, and for every 4 kills he's got, you knock. Once you go beyond 4 kills, you knock 4 points off the tally, and you gain an upgrade. So the upgrade that I got for this one was, I think, +1 to initiative, which might come into use at some point.
Yes.
But he can only get to a 2+ on his initiative, and he started at 3, so he's now at 2. So I can't get that result again, but I could get +1 to weapon skill, +1 to ballistic skill, and there's some other buffs as well. But that's just a D6 roll for him. For every time you get to 4, you knock him off. And obviously that's between games. So in the first game we played, I got 5 kills. So that means he's already gained 1 skill and his kill tally's down to 1 again. So it really encourages you with the Spyro to be roaming around killing stuff. And probably most of the scenarios do that anyway. The other guy's a bit more like a normal gang in a normal campaign. So they gain 1 XP for not dying, like dead. You know, so if they played through the game and survived, they get an XP. They get XP for each kill they do. So if they knock someone out of action and they die, well, I think actually you get XP for knocking someone out of action as well. Not out of action. Seriously injured.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of other reasons I can't remember.
Some scenarios will have bonus XP and stuff like that.
That's right.
And then they just upgrade like normal in the down cycle. There's some special rules. Your normal gang guys, the Spyro's kind of exempt from a lot of the rules. Your normal gang guys, when they activate, they need to be within 6 inches of another gang member, or they have to take a nerve test that might break, because it's supposed to be all gloomy and scary.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that in the first game. But I think
everyone was like bunched together.
So I got away with that.
Yep.
I did not deliberately cheat or accidentally cheat.
Your guys don't break like in normal Necromunda.
No.
You have the option to leave, but then you have to pass an intelligence test for them to actually go, and your Spyro has to hang around till the end.
Yeah, he can't leave until everyone else has left.
Yeah. There is on my side of things, I don't suffer from that 6-inch penalty. Because this is their home. You're the bad guy. My Gene Stealers, they start with 4 skills.
Yeah.
And then obviously they can't upgrade. So they have dodge, evade, rain of blows, and nerves of steel, which makes them harder to pin. They get to fight twice on their activation. And they have dodge is almost like a feel no pain, like a 6-up feel no pain on a wound.
Yeah.
If it's a template, it's like a 2-inch free move if you get the 6. So it's a chance for them just to avoid everything. Evade gives them negatives to be hit from shooting.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which is either -1 if they're in short range or -2 if they're in long range.
Interesting.
Yes, but I don't believe...
I didn't shoot at him.
No, you didn't shoot him anyway. I don't believe it stacks with cover, though. I think it's only if they're outside of cover.
Okay, all right, yeah.
So...
because that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because you could be making them sort of -3 to hit in short range behind full cover.
And if you're setting up the board, you'd make sure there's plenty of cover.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you would.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. Your guy, your Spyro... He also gets some bonuses though. Yeah,
so he starts with a skill which we learned halfway through the game, I think. So I gave him the, is it gunslinger, where you can use two guns without penalty?
Yeah.
Whatever that one's called, dual wielder. And you can give him a couple of suit upgrades like bio injectors or something like that. Which basically help you against toxins and things.
Yeah, so but they're like an add-on. The injury rolls against them. He has 2 radioactive markers. Oh yeah. He gets to play twice as well because he's special. He's got got power suit. So he activates and then
he can activate a second time in a game in a turn.
He can't be pinned.
No, he can be pinned, and I did watching the battle report. Actually, I did realise that he should have been pinned at one point. You shot him with your auto rifle, and you took a wound off of him. Which the only times that he gets pinned from shooting is if he loses a wound or if he takes an injury roll, and he did. So he should have been pinned, but then you charged him, so he would have stood up anyway. So it wouldn't have actually made any difference. Although I think you would have. When he stood up, he could have faced any direction he wanted, which might have not made a difference because you killed him straight away. So if you shoot him and you fail to wound him, he's toughness 4, so he's not impossible to wound, but with the sort of guns that you're bringing, it's harder to get a wound off on him. He's just gonna bounce the shot.
Having that, I mean, because he's the same toughness as a Goliath. And same as the Gene Stealers. But the Gene Stealer, to not pin, I have to pass a test.
Yeah.
But yours, but I can, unless I'm seriously injured, even if I take a flesh wound, I can still not be pinned if I pass the test. Whereas your guy doesn't have to take a test, so he's always not pinned unless he takes a wound. Then he goes down. Yep. So it's kind of an interesting balance. 2 different ways of doing it, really. Also, your guy doesn't care if the people break around him. He doesn't.
Oh no!
They're just expendable.
They're there to make sure that he can roam around having fun.
They're there to carry torches for him to be able to see stuff.
Yeah, they probably carry all the food and stuff as well.
Yeah, he probably ties sausages to them to try and get the Gene Stealers.
There's another Van Saar that never comes on the map who carries all of his stuff.
Yeah.
Or maybe a team.
Like
There's probably
Squire,
a team.
Van Saar Squire.
Yeah, the squad's actually 20, but
I think the other thing that affects all of my guys is they also don't break, and they auto pass any ammo checks.
Yes, which is pretty good.
Handy, yes.
That's very good because you're using a lot of weapons that could run out of ammo, I suppose.
Yeah, well,
a lot of 4-ups
if
and
you've
stuff
got
like
these
that.
guys, they're not that great. You don't really want them running out of ammo when they've only got a pistol.
No. But then obviously the Van Saar have a lot of access to las weapons and stuff. So I mean, yeah.
The only thing we are changing, other than the terrain layouts, is one of the rules is in the book. It says all of the scenarios are 6-inch visibility, and we've rolled on visibility for the scenario instead.
Oh yeah, because we had a 12-inch visibility.
Yeah, I think 6 inches is too oppressive.
Yeah, because if I'd have known that was the case, I might have built my gang slightly different.
This guy doesn't count for the Gene Stealers. So the Gene Stealers can still charge and not be affected by not being able to see, and your Spyra can still shoot, but it would affect the rest of your gang and it would affect the rest of my gang.
Yeah, because I think I'd probably, knowing that, I'd take different weapons or I'd take goggles. And that would play around with my costs quite a lot.
Yeah, so I think just rolling on it is a nicer way of doing it.
Yeah, because we know that most of the time it's gonna punish me, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. My guys only have like 6-inch range anyway. Some of them pistols.
8.
Oh, 8-inch range. Sorry, yeah, but the shotgun does all right. So I think that kind of covers this scenario, so you know what we're doing.
Should we have a quick break and then we'll talk about what we're going to do next?
Yeah.
Continued in part 2.